have had an enemy in order for you to be deprived of what it takes to have happiness, freedom, justice, equality, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, love, peace, and happiness, unity. The minute we try to unite, there's always somebody from the outside that feels threatened by our unity. They break it up. Check this out. In this city of Chicago, we had a beautiful black man named Mr. Johnson who owned Soft Sheen, I think it was, or Ultra Sheen. Ultra Sheen. Doing good. Hired about 750 black people. Creating jobs. There were black banks in Chicago. Black corporations in the country that were doing pretty well. There was Motown and Stevie Wonder and the Jacksons and the Supremes and Smokey Robinson and they were making so much music till Motown was on the map for the sound that came out of Detroit. And Berry Gordy was that great impresario. Is that right? There was a black brother that bought Beatrice Foods and became the largest black corporate giant in America, worth a little over $1 billion. It was BET. A brother that got together with other brothers and other corporate investors and put together BET. There was Def Jam Records. Now check this out. See, you build business, but you don't build no army. And you got to understand in America that business is warfare. And if you don't have no army, soon you won't have no business. That threatens big business. I'm making a point. Your enemy never wants to see you independent of him. He must always be the master, and you must always be the servant. And when you try to escape being a servant, he finds devious ways to get you back under his wing. He makes you an offer that you can't refuse. An offer in money backed by guns and gangsters. You don't have no army, and the lure of money gets you. So what we bought from Beatrice Foods is now back in the hands of Caucasians. Motown is owned by Caucasians. Ultra Sheen, owned by Caucasians. BET, taken over by Caucasians, and they about to fire Tavis Smiley and all the big executives. Why? Because Tavis is a man of conscience, a man of knowledge, and he loves his people. We must get rid of any nigga that will make black people more independent in their thinking. Russell Simmons struggled with Def Jam Records, Def Jam Comedy. But they gave him an offer. Now he works for them. Mr. Bob Johnson, the owner of BET, now works for Viacom. He's got over $1 billion, but what is the dollar? It's a piece of paper with a white man's face on it. And the value of that paper is going down every day that we live. So what you have is nothing. Who don't want you to prosper and help you to become a giant? This is why Don King could say, only in America. Because when Don King, who's a big man, sits down with Time Warner, according to what I heard, they told him, you're a flea, and we are the elephant, and we'll crush you. So they call it partnership. But all the time you form the partnership, they're finding a way to take it from you. Cue tracks. They never stop. They come in as a partner, but they go out on top. Why? Because independence is too much for you. You begin to think you're equal to them. And you must never think that. You and your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren must always be servants to your former slave masters and their children. You have an enemy. And I know what you'll say. You'll say, yeah, we're the enemies of ourselves. Yeah, they made you that way. God didn't make you that way. White America makes niggers. God made a man in his own image and after his own likeness. And unless you are what God made you, you are exactly what the white man made you. And he made you a nigger, a coon, a shine, a ham bone, a colored boy, a worthless nothing. That's what he made of you. The sad thing is, that's the way we think about ourselves. That's why it's so easy for you as a brother to smoke your own brother. Because you don't see the brother as your brother. If you don't wear the same color, if you don't have the same sign, if you don't live in the same neighborhood, he's something different from you. That's ignorance. And that ignorance allows the enemy to feed you guns, feed you drugs, and make you the number one killer of yourself and your people. You got an enemy, brother. But I want to acquaint you today with your friend.